We talked about this guy before, and I think it's time to call it what it is. We had a situation where our defensive line has been ravaged by injury. We have 16 people from the defense on injured reserve, and 6 of them are starters. But there's a guy that has done nothing this NFL season. Yes, he started the season on injured reserve, but he was also this guy right here. I got to cue it up because it ain't the same if I don't. With the 96th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Brodric, Who Are You, Martin? 96 overall. Started the season on injured reserve. Not his fault. Can't blame him for that. Has been inactive. Was inactive against the Bears. The Bears. The Bears. If you can't get no time against the Bears, so I think it's time to call a spade. A spade. Not a diamond, not a club, not a heart. Brodric Martin is a spade. What do I mean by that? He was a wasted pick. He has 1 year to show his value. 1. Just 1. Ife Melifonwu came alive in year 3. He was looking like the same thing. Wasn't doing much. But we didn't trade up for Ife. The problem that I have with Brodric Martin is the fact that we wasted draft capital on a wasted pick. Now you might be like, Derek, you need to chill out, bro. We 13-2. What you tripping for? We 13-2. Yeah, you right. We on our way to the first seed. Yeah, you right. But I'm also like this. We wasted some picks on this dude. Aleem McNeil out for the season. If this was your time to shine, but you know what the Lions do? They draft or they bring in Chris Smith off the practice squad. They elevate him, sign him to the 53-man roster over a guy they traded up to get. Brodric Martin has no business being in the top 100. And you can call me a lot of things. You can call me a crybaby, a whiner. You can call me a basement general manager. I got the sign for that. It's official. I'm a basement general manager. But what you can't call me is wrong about this. Right now, in year 2, Brodric Martin is a waste of a pick. And I hope that he can show some value in the postseason because we going to need him. We talking about hopefully getting Calais Campbell if he can come to the Lions. Why? We got a 20-something-year-old 300-and-something pound dude who was drafted in the top. See, that's my issue, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't at Brodric himself. Brodric was looking like a 6th, 7th, maybe undrafted. But yet the Detroit Lions move up and trade up and draft this guy. So the jury is still out on Brodric Martin. But I think a verdict is coming very soon. And that verdict is going to come next year. This guy has done absolutely nothing in 2 years. And my main issue with him is the fact that we traded up to get him. Notice, I'm not talking about Kobe Sorsdahl. He was a 5th-round pick. He's a 5th-round pick. James Hughes, 7th-round picks usually don't pan out. They don't pan out. Jamar Jefferson, Chase Lucas, Antoine Green, they don't pan out. They don't really make an impact. But a 3rd-round pick, oh, yeah, they make a difference. Ife Melifonwu, right? Aleem McNeil, the guy that he was supposed to be replacing, a 3rd-round pick. What is happening? If you draft somebody in the 3rd round, they're supposed to be an impact player, not 2, not 3 years later. Now, Ife, like I said about Ife, last year I was like, Ife might not make the team. He made the team. He balled out the rest of the year. That's the only saving grace for Brodric Martin. When you leave, when you are Aleem McNeil, I think Aleem was taken in the 70s. Y'all taken in the same round, maybe 20-some spots apart, and you can't even get on the field at all. You inactive. You're inactive. So Brodric Martin is 2 roads he's going to go down. He's going to be a dog or nobody. That's one or the other. It's going to happen in year 3. I can't let this slip, y'all. I can't let it slide. This guy's supposed to come in there. Him and DJ Reed are supposed to be eating up the middle. Instead, we got a dude off the practice squad. Brodric Martin, he wasn't, listen. He was not in pads. He was inactive. That means he was in a tracksuit. He was in a Lions hoodie. A third-round pick, drafted 96 overall, who we gave up draft capital for, was in a hoodie when we lost Aleem McNeil. I don't get that. That tells me he is nowhere near being ready. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. I've laid off Brodric Martin. I really have. The beginning of the year, I pumped the brakes. I gave him some time. Yes, he was hurt. We burned an IR elevation for Brodric Martin. You could say the same thing about Emmanuel Mosley, but we didn't trade up to get. We didn't draft him. This guy was burned. We burned a spot for him. That spot could be used on maybe a Derek Barnes if he could come back. Maybe somebody who can actually come back and make an impact. We burned it. For what? We could have left him off all season. Anyway, let me know. This ain't no attack on Brodric Martin at all. It's all about we gave up draft capital for a guy who doesn't even play. He's not even close to playing. The dude was in. How you put it in the comment section? I need to know this. Put it in the comment section. You lose Aleem McNeil, okay? You elevate Chris Smith, and you have your third-round pick, number 96, who you traded up to get in street clothes. That does not make any sense. Let me know your thoughts down below.